I don't know how reliable these temperature things are, but Debbie messaged me to say it's -8, between -7 and -8 showing on the thing. Sun's trying to raise itself up here. It's just after 9 AM. As pretty as it looks. You know, I'm always wary of exactly what's been dropped on us, what I'm walking in, what I'm breathing in, folks. And quite rightly so. But, we're not going to be out too long in it. Spotting too many planes this morning. So that's what we call the Redwoods, Long Mountain, here in Welshpool, UK. I can't keep the camera still, it's that cold, folks. But looks pretty enough. But it could be too shitty to be pretty. When you know what we know, and this again, it's this ice nucleation that they say is modifying weather, and it's not. This ice nucleation, this silver iodides and shit that they drop, and aluminium that they dropped to create these engineered cool downs. Is recognised as such, folks. And it's not weather modification. They are modifying a climate that they've created. And it's not that difficult to get your head around, folks. It's not that difficult to believe. They deceive. People choose not to believe the truth. It's always been that way, historically, as they call it. And as our story, it's proving, showing it. You know, people would sooner cover to lie every time. And you can't fight these people because people grow up like kids, defiant. You know, if you tell them not to do something, they'll do it. And that carries on into adulthood for around about, I reckon, 95% of the population. Because adults don't like being told what to do neither, just like kids. There's defiance in us all. You know, there's good defiance and bad defiance. I'm on the right side of my defiance, folks. Because I'm getting at the truth by exposing what these fuckers tell us they're doing. And it's not me. It's them. They tell us what they're doing through all their papers and their patents and their fucking hidden hand symbols and fucking meetings and all that lot. It's not me making it up, folks. It's the truth. And we're fucking proof. Anyway, I'm just out trying to enjoy these dead and dying trees that have been strangled by these parasites. I'm trying to enjoy the dogs. They seem to be shivering when we keep still. They're only little dogs, so the cold hits them straight in the belly like it does when it's warm and the roads are hot. So the happy medium for me and these now is to get them in. We'll get to this bend here and then we'll go back down, and we're only there, just through the tree line there. Just a few hundred feet, a few hundred yards, whatever you call it, away from the home. I'm thinking about my kids today. One of them's just returned back from Australia, 3 weeks. She spent the 3-week festive period over there, travelling around. She got away from Christmas. More and more people are sick of the nonsense of it all, folks. The commercial Xmas, anyway, it doesn't represent fuck all except debt and hardship for a lot of fucking people. Too many people, folks. So her and her boyfriend, they went across the seas, down under. And they had an adventure. They did all the things you do. Flew to Sydney. Train rides up to here, there and everywhere. Across to Steve Irwin's Zoo and Sydney Opera House, the beach. All of it, folks. They've done 3 weeks of travelling around that area. And, lad, don't pick things up off the road. Don't. Come on. And they've arrived back to this. She told me in a message that they were hoping to come back to cooler weather. It had got to them a little bit. And then they get off the plane and then they got this. So I'm looking forward to seeing the grandkids at some point. We have 7 grandchildren, beautiful, all of them. All of them beautiful, good-looking kids, smart. And if any of them are intelligent, they certainly don't take after me. Definitely fucking not, folks. But I'm not about intelligence, I'm not. I wasn't educated. How other people were educated. I've educated myself. Learnt to read and fucking write myself. In my 20s. Not through no education fucking system. I was the one that did the right thing for me at school, yeah? I either played truant, store out the fucking window, or shut my ears off. Went into a fucking my zone. Thought about the things that mattered to me, not fed education, folks. I wasn't fed fuck all. Yeah, and I've had to bide my time to find out what interests me, what angers me, what sets me on fucking fire, and basically, my real education, as much as I hate the fucking thing, didn't come until I got a laptop in 2011. You couldn't make that up, folks. And somebody told me to get a laptop. I was writing poems and trying to get publishers to publish a few of them, or publish the children's books I were working on, that I wanted to do. Then somebody said, "Oh, get a computer, you can do it all on that." And from that day forward, I've used it for the right fucking things, yeah? I've not used it as a weapon. I've not used it against anyone. You know, I've used it correctly, folks. With purpose. Despite the fact that I hate the fucking thing. I hate what it represents. I hate the radiation in air that powers this fucking stuff. I hate the connectability to it through my now wireless body area network that I've had at least since the fucking 90s, the early 90s, folks. Via all this shit they sprayed down on us. I have to admit that now. I never wanted to admit it until the last 18 months when I started learning about the wireless body area networks and how these particulates get into us and bioaccumulate into us, whether you've had jabs or fucking not. It's a lot slower if you haven't had the jabs, but we're all being augmented, and that is fucking horrible. I never accept it. I never wanted it. I never agreed to it. I was never complicit. I did not consent. I was not fucking told they were doing this to me. Just through the food and through the water. All that fucking stuff that they tell us is, is that a car coming? No. Yeah, so we're just there, right at the bottom of the hill. All that shit they tell us is organic, folks. Can't be organic because of the pollutants, because of this stuff in air, because of all these metals and chemicals and particulates. And we got to eat it. We got to drink it. We got to fucking soak it up against our fucking will, our fucking choice. But at least I have a voice. And that voice will be my rejoice, I kid ye not. bastard. Mother fucking bastard.